Hi, welcome to another sneak peek Saturday at the Alameda Free Library. My name is Jenny. Hi. And today we're gonna read some sci-fi. So we're gonna read the Book of Koli by M.R. Carey, and it's post-apocalyptic. So exciting, and I'm gonna read you the back again so you have a little bit of an idea what it is about. Everything that lives hates us. Beyond the walls of the small village of Mithenrood lies an unrecognizable landscape, a place where overgrown forests are filled with choker trees and deadly seeds that will kill you where you stand. And if they don't get you, one of the shunned men will. Koli has lived in Mithenrood his entire life. He believes the first rule of survival is that you don't venture too far beyond the walls. He's wrong. Okay, let's get started. Chapter 1. I got a story to tell you. I've been meaning to make a start for a long while now, and this is me doing it. But I'm warning you, it might be a bumpy road. I never done nothing like this before. So I got no map, as it were, and I can't figure how much of what happened to me is worth telling. Monono says I'm like a man trying to cut his hair without a mirror. Too long and you might as well not bother. Too short and you're probably going to be sorry. And either road, you got to find some way to make the two sides match. The two sides is this. I went away and then I come home again. But there's more to the story than that, as you might expect. It was a hard journey, both ways. I was tried and I was tested lots of times. You could say I failed, though what I brung back with me changed the world forever. I met the shunned men and their messianic senlas, who looked into me with his hundreds of eyes. I crossed the ruins of Burmagen, where the army of the peacemaker was ranged against me. I found the sword of Albion, though it was not what I was looking for, and it brought me as much harm as good. I fought a bitter fight against them I loved, and broke the walls that sheltered me, so they'd never stand again. All this I done for love and for what I seen as the best, but that doesn't mean it was right. And it still leaves out the reason why, which is the heart of it and the needful thing to make you know me. I am aiming to do that, to make you know me. But it's not an easy thing. The heft of a man's life or a woman's life is more than the heft of a shovelful of earth or a cord of timber. Head and heart and limbs and all, they got their weight. Dreams even got their weight. Dreams most of all, maybe. For me, it seems dreams was the hardest to carry, even when they were sweet ones. Anyways, I mean to tell it, the good and the bad of it all together. The bad more than the good, maybe. Not so you can be my judge, though I know you will. Judging is what them that listen does for them that tell, whether it's wanted or not. But the truth is, I don't mainly tell it for me. It's rather for the people who won't never tell it for themselves. It's so their names won't fall out of the world and be forgotten. I owe them better, and so you do. If that sounds strange, listen, and I'll make it good. My name is Koli. and I came from Mythen Root. Being from there, it never troubled me as a child that I was ignorant what that name meant. There's people who will tell you the root was the name of the tree where they broke the dead god, but I don't think that's to the purpose. Where I growed up, there wasn't many as was swore to the dead god and wrecked his teaching. There was more that cleaved to Dan Drake and his 7 hard lessons, and more still that was like me and had no creed at all. So why would they name a village after something they paid so little mind to? My mother said it was just a misspeaking for Mythen Road. Mythen Road, excuse me. Because there was a big road that run right past us. Not a road you could walk on, being all pitted stone with holes so big you could lose a sheep in them, but a road of all times that reminds us what we used to be when the world was our belonging. That's the heart of my story now that I think of it. The old times haunt us still. The things they left behind save us and humble us in ways that are past any counting. They was ever the sift and substance of my life, and the journey I made starts and ends with them. I will speak on that score in its place, but I will speak of Mythen Rood first, for it's the place that makes sense of me if there's any sense to be found at all. It is, or was, a village of more than 200 souls. It's set into the side of the valley of the Calder River, in the north of a place called England. I learned later that England had a mess of other names, including Britain and Albion and UK. But England, with an I, was the one I was told when I was a child. With so many people, you can imagine the village was a terrible big place with a fence all around it that was high as one man on another man's shoulder. There was a main street called the Middle and 2 side streets that crossed it called the Span and the Yard. On top of that, there was a score of little paths that led to this door or that, all laid with small stones trod down until they was even. None of the houses was built within 50 strides of the fence. That was Rampart law and never broke. Okay, this is where I'm going to stop for now. Read a little bit past the first chapter. If you would like to check out this book at the Alameda Free Library, feel free to go to our website and go to the catalog and place a hold on it. You can then call us to pick up the book when it's ready to be picked up. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I hope you like the book. I think it's really good. And I see you next Saturday. Thanks for listening. Bye.